Hello, hello, and welcome back to a little bit of Make and Break. We are here today. Let me get into the proper window. We are here today to be making a little bit of an onsen. So I'm going to be doing, it's more of a bathroom than an onsen. It's going to be a little private, tiny one. But what I really want to focus on today is I want to make a really good looking faucet, and I want to make just a couple of accessories. So like a bar of soap, a pumice stone. People would rub saffron, or not saffron, rosemary all over them. So I'm going to make a little sprig of rosemary, all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, we're going to just make a little bathroom scene, or a little onsen scene. Whoa. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much for that little gift sub, T. And Ace, welcome back. Okay, so let me go ahead and throw on some music, and then we'll throw in our reference images, and we're gonna dig right in. Let's go ahead and start here. That's T for you. There we go. Wow, my settings look way different. I hope my audio isn't bad. It looks pretty weird in this setup right now. But you all let me know. We'll figure it out. I think I have to restart OBS from scratch for some reason. I don't know why. But we'll get there. Okay. So, let's pop in some reference images and get going. So, what are we starting with? You know what? I'm going to start with the actual onsen first, and I don't have a reference image for this. So, we're just going to start with this bad boy. So, I'm going to use a circle. I'm going to make this a pretty high density circle, so we'll say like 60 is probably fine. Let's do 80. There's no reason not to go crazy. Let's do 80. And then all we got to do is just bring this guy out. Make sure to fill him. And then we're going to pop in a little bit of inset. You are a bath expert? All right, then I will defer to you for all of our bathroom needs, okay? You're going to share all of your wisdom with us. Okay, let's extrude that guy up. Just a little bit, not that much. Just a tiny little crumb. Actually, there's no reason. We don't need to worry about clipping, so let's just do that. And then we're going to raise this guy up. So, that is the beginnings of our bath. And now I can take you. Make sure that works. We're going to put on some proportions. We should be able to just make a bath shape. Somehow the potion theme makes perfect sense here. Okay, so we're just going to kind of mush this guy around a little bit to make it look a little bit more organic. I kind of want to raise and lower the walls too, but maybe not. I'm not sure. There we go. That's a little bit more of like a organic bath concrete-y looking shape, right? I don't exactly know how they build onsens, if I'm really thinking about it. I don't totally understand how these things work, but this looks good enough for me. I'd take a bath in here. We'll put the faucet like right here. That's a good little area for it. Yeah, this will work. This is gonna be perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna apply some scale, and I'm gonna decide how we want to do this. The big thing is, what kind of bath are we making here? Oh, Animal Crossing. So, full disclosure, I've been playing nothing but Animal Crossing for like 2 days now. So, mind me if I just have Animal Crossing brain halfway through stream. But that's just the life I've been living, honestly. Did anyone else pour all the soaps and shampoos into the bath when they were little because potion making was a classy art? Let me visit your island? You can visit my island, Junie. I'll send you some stuff after stream. Yes, I did that. The big thing I did when I was a kid is I would pretend that I was making potions in my blender in my kitchen without my mom's permission. Just gonna put that out there. I grabbed the blender out from, because I was a tall kid. I was a large child, as I am now, a large child. And I would go up to my cabinet and pull the blender out while my mom was at work or wherever my mom was. She wasn't at work. I don't know where she was. And I put the blender on the counter, and I would go grab, like, sugar, garlic, star anise, bay leaves, honey. I would take like Kit Kats. I would just take whatever I could do and mix it all up. And then my mom would get home and I'd be like, here, try it. And I'd put it right in her face like that. And a couple of times she drank it, to her credit. To her credit, she gave it a shot. I wouldn't have done that. If a kid did that to me, I'd say, nah, you're good, kid. She did it, though. She's a good mom. I have a good mom. Occasionally, she's lurking in streams sometimes. So if you're here, hey, mom, you're good. You've done a good job. I don't know if I'm very well adjusted to the world, but you've done well. Okay, so this is my little onsen. Right? This'll do. This is a perfect bath. This is actually a really lovely, perfect little bath. Now, every time I look up onsen photos, there's rocks in here. And I'm kind of like, why are there rocks? Can confirm Red's mom is amazing. Yeah, for sure. She gets props. Why would you put rocks in a bathtub? Is there a reason for that? Can anybody think why you would put rocks in a bathtub? That seems like a really weird idea because it's natural. I was hoping that there was some answer, like you put your feet on it and you exfoliate or something. Okay, well, we're going to not worry about that right now. And instead, I'm going to think, what do we want to do for... what do we want to put our soap and stuff on? So I think we're going to make a little table here. A little tiny cool table. Again, I do not have a reference image for this. I'm just kind of going off the seat of my pants. But we'll make ourselves a little table. I've been going a little bit light on my geometry lately, and it hasn't been paying off too well. So I'm going to keep kind of high geo, and I'll focus on making things small geo in my own time. So we're going to keep things a little higher today. I usually, usually onsen isn't a bathtub, but the water comes from the ground, etc. The water definitely will come from a natural source, but this is like when you go to Japan and you get a private room, and they have the little bathtub with a spigot coming out. It's still an onsen. They still call it an onsen, but it's a bathtub. I mean, it's just a bathroom. Sorry to all the traditionally Japanese people out there. I understand I'm butchering your culture to a little bit, but you know what I'm talking about. You all know what I'm talking about. Rocks can help keep things from going down the drain? What? Can you explain? What does that mean? Rocks can help things from going down the drain. I'm not sure I get that one. That one went a little over my head. Okay, let's do that. Disregard. Oh no, I didn't mean to make you feel self-conscious. How do we want to do this? This is wrong. I messed this up. Hold on. It has to be divisible by 4, so it definitely has to be that 32. So we will need this guy to be 32. Okay, my bad. So instead of 30, let's do 32, because it has to be divisible by 4. And then we'll bring you back over, and we'll do the exact same process to you. I gotta say, I'm just in like a good mood today. I don't know how everybody else is feeling. It's like raining outside, but it's nice. I'm just in a good mood. I feel like I'm taking a little bit better care of myself lately. You know, I go back and forth. We all do, right? Health is a difficult thing to really wrap your brain around, but I've been going kind of back and forth on it lately. But I feel like I'm in a good place right now. I hope everybody else is doing good. You all doing okay? You all living good lives? Is everybody happy? It's important to take care of yourself. Don't ever forget that, okay? All right, so let's do this. I'm thinking this is going to track pretty well. Okay, this is going to track not super well, but we are doing a pretty cool little grid fill here. So a grid fill should accomplish our goal just fine. Hold on. You're a little sleepy but happy. That makes sense. There was the firework festival last night, so I'm assuming you were up doing that. Knowing you in Animal Crossing. Okay, so that is 2 away, and that is 2 away, which means that 2 away here makes sense. And then 2 away here makes sense. So that should be equal. It is equal. Okay, I was just second-guessing myself for some reason. I don't know why. That is correct. That does look correct. Okay, perfect. Cool, cool, cool. Now we can grab you guys and bring you down, and I'm going to try and make these look a little bit more interesting. Don't judge me. I'm sorry, did you just get called out? I just had a feeling, you know? Alright, let's pop that on down. How do I want a stool to look? How do we want a stool to look? Because if I'm thinking really deeply about a stool, they don't look like that. They look like this. This is a stool. A stool comes down like that. In fact, you know what, it would even be better? Let's go one further. Sorry, I'm second guessing myself. I know Simo wants me to use a reference image. I was just going kind of quick. Would I be going quicker if I had a reference image? Probably. Okay, so I got that. And then now it comes out into like 3 things. How do I turn it into 3 things is the real question here. And I think that answer is not as hard as I'm making it out to be. I'm pretty sure all we want to do is inset this thing. Come down from the bottom. Yep, this is it. We got it. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 32 divided by 4 is 5, 3, 8. 8 is not divisible by 3. What about 5? Nope, 5 is not going to work. 3 is not possible. 6. I think I've ruined myself. I think I might have ruined myself just a little bit. All right, I'm going to look up a picture of a stool. I don't understand how stools work. I'm going to do it. I'm going to actually look up a picture of a stool. Okay, they all have exactly the same style. They all look identical. Remember that you don't have to make it one mesh. I think about that, but I do worry about how I would export it if I did that. I just don't understand enough about exporting to feel confident about that. But that is a really good point. That's a great point. I'm just kind of OCD, you know? Okay, I think I got it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that, and then we're going to grab this. Okay, we're going to inset to the position that we like, which is going to be right about there. IRL, you know. Most likely the legs are built from separate pieces anyway. True. True, true, true. I need to learn more about exporting. That's like my big thing right now. That's probably what's next on the learning list. I'm just being stubborn, you know? As is my way. I mean, I say that. I did learn what I would consider pretty quickly. So I don't know if I'm actually that stubborn. I'm just being stubborn right now. Okay, cool. So we can go ahead and turn that into a circle. Repeat. 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 Oh, that doesn't look half bad now, does it? Just make a complete scene in a game engine. I've made a few already. Just working towards that goal, you know? Okay, so let's turn off proportion. Let's do -1. Hello. -0.1. And then we're going to do +0.1. And then we're going to do whatever direction this is, which is negative, -0.1, and +0.1. There we go. And that's a stool. It's a beautiful little low poly stool. So now I want to probably go in here and fix up these angles a little bit. See if I can't add a little bit of geo to this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this right now. Everybody who cares, I'm sorry for what you're about to see. It's going to look bad, I promise you. But we'll get there, I promise. So here's what I'm doing. We're going to do that. And then I'm going to come back down to edit, and I'm going to make sure that we don't have these weird cow udder looking things. By doing this. So that should track, right? This should track. There we go. I feel like I'm missing one. Am I missing one? No? Okay. There we go. Those are the boys right there. Look at that. Look how lovely that looks. Look how beautiful that looks. That looks great. It kind of looks a little weird. You know what? Actually, it kind of looks a little weird. But I'm close to liking this. So we're going to go boom, 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 all the way down. And we'll go ahead and get those nice and rigid, and then we'll come back. And we'll say that they have that weird little cut between them, so we're going to remove that cut and then call it. This should fix everything. There we go. That should make it look just about perfect. That ain't bad. That's a perfectly acceptable stool for me. The only thing I'm going to add is we're going to go like this. And we're going to lower them down a little bit further. And then I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to edge slide him up like that, and repeat for each of these guys. And then I think we're looking at a done deal here. Cool. There he is. Nice and done. There's my stool. Could you fall on this thing? Could you totally ruin yourself on this thing? Yeah, you could hurt yourself on this, but we're not worried about hurting people. Who worries about hurting people? Okay, cool. So that's my stool. Done. I'm going to hit apply. I'm actually not done with it. I lied. Sorry for lying. What I want to do is not that. Oh, we got a really cool suggestion. All right, give me 1 second to finish the stool, and then we're going to do a gyroid. Which I really miss the gyroids, if I'm being perfectly honest. I really do miss the gyroids. They're like, they were the best part of the original Animal Crossing. Is that correct? Am I not understanding what I'm looking at here? We have 4, right? 4? These 4? And that is good. Okay, yeah, 4 it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hate that they didn't make it in New Horizons. Yeah, it's weird. Like, the whole idea is you would collect gyroids, which was an offset from the fossils, which is fine. I like the fossils, but, like, having something else other than the fossils is pretty important, I would say. The fossils don't accommodate for everything. But they were, like, a different thing other than just fossils. And they also served, like, a super cool purpose, because you could use them to make music. Nope, they're gone. I'm going to delete that. I think we can delete that one as well, which means I'll keep you and I'll keep you. So I can do every other one starting here and then just delete you and we're good. Yeah, that looks perfect. Take a look in object mode, make sure that that looks nice and rounded. Oh, it looks good. Cool. So I can sit and retopo this thing forever. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to subject you all to that, but just know I'm going to probably sit here and retopo this thing later. So what you're seeing right now is just a teaser of what I'm going to do when I'm done. Yeah, it's like I want to do that, right? That's like the dream. What happens if I just do that? No, it looks a lot better with them. Okay, so we'll do that one later. Okay, so we're going to make ourselves a little gyroid. Let's see what we got. We got 230. I'm going to get started at 230. So let's actually do one thing real quick before then. So, I'm probably not going to model this today because I don't know what I'm doing with this scene yet. I have a kind of an idea of where I'm going to put this, but I don't know yet. But here's the idea. Let's just show off. Why not? This is the general idea. It's going to be sunken in the ground like that, and then there's going to be a hole cut right here. But I don't know what ground this is yet, so I'm not doing that. That ain't today. That's not for today. Okay, 5 minutes before we do the gyroid. 5 minutes is perfect amount of time for me to do just some quick noting, so I'm just going to set up my scene for later. I feel like I have a good amount of energy today. You know, quote me on that in an hour and a half when I crash. But I feel like I have good energy today. I feel like I can go. That's like the big thing to me with streaming 3D modeling is like how much energy do I have? Do I feel like working? That's usually what determines how hard we work on these. Okay, so we're going to drop that guy down just a little bit. We're going to apply scale. We're going to lower that strength down a bit right there. There we go. So that's our nice little wooden stool. I might even take this dark brown and raise it up just a little bit. 1-1. Not 1-1. Let's do 0.17. There we go. Subtle. Make it way more subtle. So it just kind of rings out a little bit. And then how much time do we have? We have a good amount of time. Onsen tub. 2 ideas for this. You tell me which one you like. I might even do both of them. I'm thinking I want to do like mother of pearl. So hear me out. If I do some weird mother of pearl stuff, I'm going to do a colorant. We're going to do just our default mother of pearl look. You all know the one. Okay, so we got ourselves a red. We're going to hit far. It's going to be pretty light like that. And then what we do is we throw in a facing, and then we should be good. Ooh, she's beautiful. Let's add a object node. That's not what I wanted. Let's add in an object node right here, and then we'll be good. Right? Correct? Oh no, I don't like that. Never mind. Let's do maybe a reflection node. It's kind of hard to tell with these. UVs is going to be a really bad idea. Yeah, not a good idea. Normals, I doubt this is going to work. Actually, that's the best looking one so far. If we lower the amount of color a little bit, and I'm going to go a little bit less on the red, I think we might be looking kind of pretty here. Like that. Okay, we'll come back to this. I'm going to think about this for a little bit. But that's going to be that for now. So, we have just enough time to start our gyroid. So let me go on to the old internet real quick, and let's get a picture of a gyroid. Fun fact, there's a musician called Gyroy, and if you Google it, you get weird stuff. All right, am I going to make a traditional gyroid, or am I going to make the Animal Crossing one? I'm going to make a realistic looking one, because I think it's going to track a little bit better for us. There we go. So, this is going to be our boy. Ready? I'm going to make me one of these guys. So, let's go ahead and make a collection. We're going to call this Gyroid, and I'm going to go until 240. And I really should set a timer for myself, but you know what? Who cares? We're not doing that today. So, here we go. Gyroid. Gyroid in Mango. What's up? A gyroid in 10 minutes. Let's do this. So, what is a gyroid? A gyroid is a cylinder. Something that's probably going to help me a lot in this is not moving my camera too much. I think the more I move my camera, the worse off I'm going to be. So, let's pop up onto here. We're going to do a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Move this guy out. Pop up to here. We're going to grab all of these guys, pop them out like that. Now I can come into here and do that and extrude down along normals. Do a little bit of that, and let's go for it. This is the best song that's ever been written. I'm just going to put that out there. Anybody who disagrees is wrong. This is by far the best song that's ever been written. It goes along to everything. Like you can play this song to literally anything and it suits. You could be crying on a bench and it works. You could be graduating and it works. You could be getting married and it works. This song works for literally everything. It's the best song ever written. Okay. So, we have ourselves a decent looking little guy here. I'm going to add a... Nope, actually we're going to add a crease there. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to do the hands. So, let's pop the hands on... They're pretty high up. They're like about there. Nope, a little bit lower. We'll say they start at about half and they go up to about here. Yeah, that should do just fine. Now we pop out the hands. Okay, so a gyroid's hand is a pretty thick beast. It's almost a perfect square. So we're going to go like this. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's do an SX0 real quick just to get that going, and let's do an SX0 over here to make sure that this is good, and let's see what we're working with here. Okay, so you need to be a little bit longer. How much time do we have? It's been 2 minutes. Not half bad. Not half bad. For 2 minutes, this is not bad. Okay, so now we can take you and rotate you up by 45 degrees. And I don't want to rotate you by 45 degrees. I want to skew you by 45 degrees. Big difference. I'm going to skew you by 1. We're going to take you, and we're going to skew you by 1, -1. There we go. And I've done goofed it. Skew you by 1, -1. And skew you probably also by -1, right? Yeah, -1. Okay, now we can go back to this view. We're going to go straight down and straight up, and we're going to match our lengths again. So let's pop that straight down. We're going to use global, and it's going to be straight down by just a little bit. It's actually a little bit big now that I'm looking at it. So I'm going to make one change in just a moment here. So let's do both of them first. If I don't do both of them first, we're going to have a bit of an issue. So let's do both first. So we're going to go global up by that much. SZ0. That looks just about perfect to me. Should be able just to grab you and pull you back like that. Grab you and pull you back, and I'm watching my symmetry right here on this point. That is how I'm determining it. Kind of has a cactuar thing, the cactuars from Final Fantasy. I wonder if they took any inspiration from each other, the two of them. I'm assuming cactuars have existed much longer than gyroids, but it's possible that they took inspiration from each other. Or maybe they both are inspired by the same source material, which is those weird folk statues that they put inside of people's tombs. Which probably makes more sense. I love this song. Okay, so I'm looking at the eyes. Here's what we got to do. We're going to say one eye is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 2, just like that. That's an eye. Sure, that'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's an eye. The eyes are decently close to each other. This is going to look weird for a bit. Trust me on this one. So we're going to extrude in. This is going to be tough. Let's scale that in quite a bit and actually pop this guy up so we don't have to worry about those eyes intersecting with each other. And now I can grab you and dissolve. Grab you. Nope, I don't want to do that. Let's extrude. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I've goofed it. I've goofed it all up. Dissolve. Does that work? That works. Perfect. I should have used repeating extrusions, but I freaked out as soon as we had to overlap. And that was on me. You know, that was my thing. The good thing is this guy's made out of stone, so if we screw up, it's not too bad. Okay, so we got you, and I'm going to do an SY0, and I'm going to do an SY0. I'm going to grab you and scooch you on over like that. What is that? Negative 0.05, we'll call that, and then we'll go over here, and this is 0.05. And then we'll do the mouth. Oh god, I'm almost there. How much time do we have? 4 minutes? Not a problem. 4 minutes is nothing for this. The eyes are too big. Okay. Yep, the eyes are too big. I'm looking at it, the eyes are way too big. Go like that. And now the mouth will be perfect. Yeah, here we go. This is going to be the mouth right there. We're going to grab you. Come on. GG you on down. There is a little bit of a lip on here. I don't know if I have the ability to do the lip right now, so I don't think I'm going to worry about the lip. Do I want to worry about the lip? Am I really going to do this lip? You know what? I have a better way to do the lip. I got it. I know I'm going to do the lip. Here you go. Here's the lip. Don't say I don't try. Because, man, I'm busting for this guy. That's not a sentence I wanted to say. Hold on. That's not what I meant by that. Okay. There he is. There's our man. Get you a man who looks at you like this. Alright, so that's my boy. Let's go ahead and throw on a subdivision. What the heck is happening right here? What is this? Oh, there's a cut inside of him. Hold on. Where'd that come from? Did I extrude this separately? I'm dying. Okay, we're back. Let's do a merge by distance. What the heck is happening right here? There's just like an extra little guy in here. But why? For what reason? There's two of them. What? Where did that come from? There we go. Now we're back. Now we got our little dude. And what I want to be doing... What I want to be doing is probably subdividing this guy. I don't love doing that, but it's going to work with the subdivision anyway, and it's going to make this guy a little bit more round, which is our goal. And then the goal is to take you and turn you into a circle. Please don't bend. Oh, that looks great. That'll do. Repeat. 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 Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Look at him. Look at this little gyroid baby boy. Now, what we want is to grab these eyes. Just the eyes, please. Crease those to make them really nice and strong looking. Look at this baby boy. He looks so good. Sing me a song, little baby boy. Okay, and now we can come into here and do the same thing to these guys. And then I think we're done. Oh, and then I'm going to do... Oh, I'm over time, actually. I always do this. Speed sketches, I still need to work on my speed. Which is why I'm doing this, by the way. For anybody who might think to themselves, hey, what are you doing? I'm practicing. I'm practicing my speed. There he is. That's our little gyroid baby. There he is. Some little additional details. I know we're over time, but just a little additional details is we can grab these two and pop a half crease on them. So we can say like 0.2 is probably fine. We can grab the bottom of this guy, increase that on out. And then we can come inside of here and bring this down until we get clipping. And throw in a few of these. What I might want to do is just grab the bottom of this and crease it, which I don't know how to do without doing this. Oh, not what I want. Hold on. There he is. Okay, so that is my gyroid. That took 12 minutes. 12 minutes for this guy. Not half bad. Not bad for 12 minutes of work. If I was really trying to think about this a little bit more, I would add something like this. And we would go... Is he good? Do we like him? I would do a little something like that. And I'd add a little something like that. And I'd say that makes him look a little better. Actually, he looks kind of gross. I might grab these guys and bring them down a little bit to give him more of that rounded face look. The mouth is perfect. The mouth is literally perfect. I might do that. Oh, that's it. He looks perfect. That guy looks cuter than mine. Mine does not look that cute, but I'm not here for cute. I don't do cute. In fact, the only other difference I think I would make is this, and I'm going to do the materials because I feel like it, and then I'm officially done with the speed sketch. I promise. I promise I'm done obsessing over this. There he is. Yeah, that's going to be him right there. Scale it down a bit on the Z-axis. That works for me. Okay, there he is. A cutesy boy. His eyes are the thing that needs the most work. And that little lip could use some work. But I'm not about to sit here and do that. So, that's him. Cool. Oh, and I forgot to add the half crease. I meant to add a half crease right here. Just a little bit of a crease like that. And same thing on the inner edge. Just like that. There he is. Okay, cool. Let's throw a texture on him real quick. So the texture is going to be really easy. We're just going to call this terracotta. And I'm really not even going to think about it. This is not my thing to even worry about for the time being. So we're just going to grab that color. He's pretty rough. Like a 0.9. He has a good amount of specular on him. He's got sheen. He's not got anything else. The sheen is colored. Clear coat. Nope. Clear coat on some of them, but not clear coat on this guy. That is normal. Subsurface would be important, but I'm not going to do it. And then we pop on a bump texture for him. So the bump is nice and easy. It is a Musgrave. I have been thinking about working on some texture maps personally. Making some just like flat texture-y sort of stuff. But I haven't gotten there yet, so mind me. There we go. Let's make sure that we give him object coordinates. And we're going to invert them. And we are almost here. We need to make them smaller. We need to up the lachronicity. Detail goes down. Dimension goes up. And we need a lot less of them. There we go. Just like that. Looks just about perfect to me. We'll up that lachronicity a little bit more. It's not going to affect it anymore, so I'm going to say that's it. That's our terracotta-y boy. If I'm feeling extra crazy, we're going to do that to a 0.4 so we don't have these big wells in him. But yeah, that's him. Done. That is him. Done. So that is my gyroid. If I was feeling extra weird, I'd put little glowy bits in his eyes, but that's not canon, so we're not going to worry about that. If I am overanalyzing everything, which I am doing, we're going to do a little bit of that. Nope. Don't do that. That looks scary. Okay. Boom. There he is. That's a gyroid. Done. Okay, we're back to the bath. I promise. We're back to the bath. So, this is a gyroid. Say peace, and he's gone. Okay, so we have a bath, and we have a little chair here in the bath. He's a cutie? Well, thank you. I feel pretty good about him. I feel like he ended up looking pretty good. This song, I know this song's a bit much, but man, this song does it for me. Okay, check this out. We're gonna grab you and we're gonna make a circle. We're gonna make a circle. I guess we're gonna rotate you until you're not. Hello? What is happening? How do I fix this? If I just do that and then I scale like this, why didn't it do that automatically? That's weird. I don't really understand how insets work, but you know, I'm not a mathematician. I certainly didn't program Blender, so what do I know? Okay, let's go ahead and bridge that. Shout out to the people who program Blender, by the way. You all are nuts. It's like, you know, you think about programming a video game, and programming a video game is scary business, but it's kind of like, I get it, right? I understand how programming a video game works. There's millions, maybe not millions, but there's a large amount of video games in the world. Programming a video game, you can kind of be like, how does walking work? Okay, copy the code. How does shooting a gun work? Okay, copy the code. How does picking up an item work? Okay, copy the code. It's fine. Programming a piece of software, it's like there's been less than 100 3D modeling softwares in history. Right? Like, how the heck do you program something like this? You just start from scratch. You're just guessing. These people are nuts. These people are so intelligent. When I grew up, I always thought that like people who program video games were the smartest people on earth. And I'm not saying they're not smart, but they're certainly not making custom pieces of software, I'll tell you that. Or at least most of them aren't. The wide majority of them aren't. Okay, we'll do that right there. That'll be our drain. And now it looks fine enough right there. If I look up from here, we have those streaks. I hate that we have streaks. Why do we have so many streaks? Look at that. That's a cool effect. How on earth do we want to do this? I think we want to attempt something different here. Let me get rid of this drain real quick. I think I should have taken the problem that I was having at the beginning as a sign. So let's do a little Control F grid fill. We can't. Oh, we can. There we go. We have a really weird looking grid fill. I don't hate it. I actually don't hate it at all. It's fine. It'll get the job done. So we're going to delete you. And I'm going to grid fill you. Please work. Thank you. They're both in the same direction. So now all I need to do is grab one of you. Come all the way across here. Grab you. I'm going to grab two because two makes more sense to me. That could probably just be like fixed really easily, but we'll come back to that later. And I grab you and I go all the way down to here and I grab you and I go all the way up to here. And we're done. Boom. Nice and easy. And now we make a little drain. So I'm going to grab 4 of these. Let's go to the bottom. Make sure that we're grabbing roughly the same ones. Right there. And if I make a circle out of these, I messed up. Oh, no, I didn't. We did good. We did well. And now I bridge them. And we're done. Folks, we've done it. We have artifacts. Why do we have artifacts? Because it didn't have artifacts before. Do you know when Blender was first released? If not, guess. I do know this. I've forgotten it. I'm going to say it was like 2002 or it was like 1997. I remember it being around the Dreamcast era for whatever reason. That's the way my brain is programmed for the time being. 1994? What? What the heck? Imagine being that smart, right? Like, imagine being that smart as a person. You're nuts. Do I care how low poly this is? I think I don't care. So we're going to go ahead and just go for it. Come on. We're going to put a little cap on this guy anyway, so if you really want to sit and look at it, that's up to you. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. I want to make soapy water. I also came out in 1994. Well, you're now, tied to Blender for the rest of your life. Okay, we're going to come back to that drain in a little bit. Next up, I actually have reference images, I promise. So, we're going to start with just a couple of little stuff. These are some little medieval pantry goods. And by pantry, I mean bathroom. So, let's start by getting these guys going. So we got a bar of soap. We have an old olive oil container full of shampoo, and it looks disgusting, which I think tracks. We got ourselves the rosemary that people rub up and down their bodies. And we got a little bit of a comb. So let's do that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this and call you Tub. You are our stool. And fun fact, the stool is going to go into this collection. As is this. And we're going to call this bath goods. Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to try to go fast, but I don't want to go too fast. So we're just going to go a little fast on this. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and pop ourselves in a cube. Make ourselves a bar of soap, because the bar of soap is obviously the easiest one for me to start with. Nice chunky bar of soap. Right about there is probably perfect. Maybe a little shorter. Yeah, it's a big chunky bar of soap. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and not even worry about doing anything in edit mode. Instead, we're going to add a bevel of 4. Excellent. We're going to bring that bevel up to there, maybe. Looks just about perfect to me. And then I will just take it upon myself. Do I want to take it upon myself? Do I just leave it like this? Is this a fine bar of soap, or should I get crazy with it? Oh, it's in my interest to go crazy. I can't help it. I like making things so weird. I can't stand simple, you know? I have a big problem with simple. I don't do simple. That's my biggest weakness, is I can't just let things lie. I want to make everything weird. That's going to be too much. We're just going to do little bits and bobs to this guy. We're just going to mush this guy up a little bit. He's been used, right? Soap has been used. You need to use it. If you got soap, make sure you use it. What am I talking about? I don't know. I kind of lost it for a sec there. We're back. Boom. Soap. Done. Am I going to be a crazy man and even go one step further? You bet. You bet your bottom dollar. It makes literally no difference? Cool, we're not doing it. I will come into sculpt mode and average that out. And now, that's it. That's my soap. Done. I took my hands off of it. It's done. I promise. Do I want to emboss a little logo in here? I sure do, but that doesn't make any sense for old soap, so we're not going to do that. So don't peer pressure me into it. Gosh, guys. Okay. Let's pop this guy on up. And let's go for it. So that is a piece of soap now sitting on there. Probably about that big, I'd argue. We're going to make that look super nice in just a moment. I kind of want to put little bubbles on it, but I don't know if that tracks. Now what are we going to do? I'm thinking we're going to want to do the rosemary. I'm not looking forward to this. Let me just put that out there. I'm not looking forward to this, but I think I can do it quickly. You know what? Let's do the bottle first. I like the bottle. I can manage a bottle. So I'm going to make myself a cylinder. Hear me out on this one. We're going to do a cylinder of 24. We're going to make it nice and tall, just the way you like it. And we're going to start with the top. We're going to start with the part that we like. And we're going to do the part that we don't like later. So that looks about right to me. Now we can grab you, scale you on down. No. Scale just like that. There we go. Perfect. And now all we got to do is add a little bevelly boy right here for you to grab onto. Little guy right there for you to grab onto. In fact, I kind of want him to be even smaller. Just like that. And then we're going to make the lid, the little cap part. Grab you, bring you down a little bit. Grab you and put a bevel on you. Should I apply scale? Yes, I should. Grab you. We're going to do the scale of this guy later. So I'm not too worried about that for the time being. Instead, I want to come up to here and make sure that we get the actual shape of this guy down first. Oh, this is looking pretty decent already. This already looks the part. Okay, so now we're going to grab you, and we're going to make sure that we get this guy nice and tied into here. Just like that. Now we grab you, and we bring you in just a little bit. Apply scale, go back down. All right, here's my piece de resistance. You ready? Hello, not what I wanted. Here it is. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come down to here, and we're looking at this, right? We're looking at this little cross-sectional thing. I'm going to put a ring right there just for safety. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the Y, and we're going to say 24 divided by 4 is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to leave that guy. I'm going to do SY0. 1, 2, 3, 4. We shouldn't have left that guy. Never mind. Let's not leave that guy. SY0. Hello? SX0. There we go. There he is. Now we got our bottle ready to go. Look at that. Look at that beautiful boy. Now we can just do a little bit of play on this. Tea is recommended that everybody take a nice drink of water, and I have a nice full cup here. And we're also going to take a really nice stretch. Oh, that's a good stretch. Oh. So everybody, please feel free to commit to all that. Having a little good stretch, having a little good drink of water is really important, especially when you sit at the computer all day, because your body doesn't naturally tell you that you need it, but you do still, in fact, need it. So don't let that fool you. Don't get caught up in your own mentality that you don't take care of yourself. Because guaranteed, your art is not worth you not taking care of yourself. Simply for the fact that if you don't take care of yourself, you won't be able to make as much art. And if your goal is to make art, make more art. There we go. We're going to hit Alt-H, bring this back. Oh, it looks good. Oh, it looks good. Oh, that looks so nice. If I take you and bring that guy down, and then we throw a little bit of a subdivision. I don't want to subdivide this, but I'm going to. Okay, we got to fix this subdivision. The subdivision actually doesn't look very good. So, important details. First off, let's go ahead and delete that face. And we're going to grid fill him. Nice, simple grid fill, an easy one. Nothing to think about. That part up there is good, but this guy needs to come up. Just like that. And that is it. I mean, that's perfect. That's exactly what you want. One out of 10. Or 1 to 10. How are we looking here? 1 to 10. What is this guy? Tell me that's not a 10. Tell me this is not the biggest 10 you've ever seen. I'll go one step further. I'll push it even further beyond. To go even further beyond Super Saiyan. You know, if I'm being really real for just a moment, I've always struggled with motivation my whole life. I've always struggled with, like, getting work done and just being like, can you just take yourself seriously for enough time to, like, do something? And I still struggle with it. I'm still a procrastinator and all that sort of stuff. But 3D modeling has been really positive for forcing me to be like, just do it. Just do your gosh dang job. And this, to me, is a really good symbol of that. Because this looks like it would have taken me a long time to make when I first started. This didn't take long at all. It just took the ability to go for it. What's up, CQDK? How you doing? Yeah, it just feels good to have something that you can say I did, you know? It just feels nice to be done with something. There we go. We're going to do that. We're going to raise this ring up just a little bit. Bring it down and say that that is pretty good looking. I'm going to add an extra little detail right here. Seeing progression definitely helps with confidence, for sure. You're good? I am doing really good, honestly. Feeling pretty good about things right now. Having just kind of a nice time in general. There's a lot that needs to be done, and I'm definitely procrastinating things in my life, which, you know, is not a good habit. But for the most part, I feel pretty good for the time being. I mean, that's it. That's about as perfect as you could ever hope. I want to use this to take a bath. So, the last detail that we have to do, and the detail that's the hardest thing to do for me, is I need to come in here and fix the subdivisions on the inside of this guy. So we're going to go like this, remove that, and I'm going to be very careful to fix this guy up. So let's start by adding ourselves that. Been trying to draw humans today. Do you have anything that you could show us? Can we see your humans, or do you not feel comfortable enough to share that right now? Because I think we'd all really like to see your work. I haven't seen your work in a hot minute, and I miss it. I love your work. I'm always interested to see what you're going to make. I think you have a cool, like, idea for your art. They are too cursed? Oh, that's perfectly fine. That's okay. One day, though, I'd love to see it. Because your stuff is exceptional. You have such a visual style that is so you. And I hope this doesn't come across as being maybe a little bit pandering or rude. But to have that at such a young age, I think is something that a lot of people might be jealous of. Not that you want to make people jealous, because that's not a good thing to want for yourself. But it is kind of cool. It's kind of cool that you have that talent. Okay, we're going to say that is about enough for the bottle. I want to make the internal square, but round is fine. It'll actually kind of make it look a little bit more interesting, I think. One day? Not a worry. You're welcome. CQDK, you've been feeling confident lately? I feel like you've been a little bit more confident lately, too. You doing well? Life treating you good? You still taking motorcycle rides? There we go. That's going to be the look and feel of this. Bada boom. She's done. Actually, you know what? I kind of hate that. Boom. She's done. There she is. Look at this perfect bottle. I kind of want to double check my nodes on this real quick. So let's go inside this guy for just a moment. We're going to call this shampoo bottle. It's not a shampoo bottle, but we're going to call it a shampoo bottle because why not? We're going to up that transmission quite a lot. I'm going to go to full rendered view because I want to see the inside of it. Oh, yep, you can see the little circle on the inside, and the circle actually looks pretty good. Not half bad looking. It looks a little small, but I think I don't hate it. It's made by old world stuff. I'm going to say small is fine. Maybe, and yes, I have been on a lot of motorcycle rides. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, so it looks fine. The only thing that I would change is I would come into here and I'm going to add one extra subdivision. Right. Nope. No proportion. Right there. I'd like to add a subdivision. And now if I go back to nodes. Yep, that solved that problem. That problem looks much better now. Cool. There he is. Okay, so now I gotta fill it with a gross, disgusting liquid. And I need to also add random roughness to this. So we're gonna add a little bit of random roughness to this. So let's go ahead and pop ourselves on a noise texture with all of our normal nodes as per the norm. I'm just going to go straight object. I'm not using mapping at all. Make sure we apply scale to this guy. I'm also making sure I'm in the correct scene on OBS because OBS is being kind of weird today. There we go. Distortion can be like a 0.4. Let's put this on base color as well so I can see what we're working with. A little bit of iridescence might not be the worst thing in the world for this bottle, but I think I kind of overdo it on the iridescence, if I'm being perfectly honest. So we're going to go red and we're going to go blue. And the goal is to figure out where our sharpness between the two of them are. So we want pretty hard cuts here. We're going to grab you and put you up position 3, and you can probably come down to position 8. Okay, so black is going to be our no-go, and black is going to be dropped down to 0.075. Hello, that's not what I wanted. 0.075. And then the white needs to be dropped down a lot. So we're going to say like 0.6. 0.4. There we go. Excellent. There is our bottle with little rough patches all over it. I might even add a few flicks of metal to this thing, as if it had metal that was worn off. Nah, I'm not going to worry about the metal. There's no need to worry about metal. It doesn't have metal. We'll give it that warm, ambery sort of color. That's a bottle. Done. Well, we're going to fill her up later, but that's our bottle. Nice and done. Okay. What time is it? 3:15? Not half bad. Not half bad. Let's bring this guy down. He's going to be pretty big. This is the biggest object on the table. Man, Xeno Trigger or not Xeno Trigger. What am I talking about? Chrono Trigger. Like, everybody talks about Chrono Trigger. Everybody goes like, oh, Chrono Trigger, best game. Everyone needs to play it. It almost sounds like it's overrated. Fun fact, it's not. Go play Chrono Trigger. If you haven't played Chrono Trigger, go get like an emulator or something and just go play it. That game's great. That game is like the most important game in retro history, in my opinion. Never heard of Chrono Trigger? Oh my gosh, it's with the song that you're currently listening to. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a classic. It's a good game. Okay, let's go ahead and pop out the bottom of this little brush here. We're going to do a little SY0. We're going to grab this whole thing and bring it out just a little bit. And then now I can come in here and bring you out. There we go. And now we just need to double check that this guy right here comes out correctly. Chrono Trigger is on Steam. Simo, that's a very sweet thing that you've just said. I wasn't referring to availability. But yeah, you're right. It is on Steam. Everybody should go buy it on Steam. It's a lovely game. It's a really good game. It's like such a good game. Such a good game. Okay, let's go ahead and pop that guy down, and we're going to make sure that that is super nice and creased, and then everything else can be rounded, I believe. Okay, so that looks about right to me. We smooth this. That needs to be smoothed a little bit more, but I can do that on my own. And now we just need to make sure that he gets his proper treatment, which is going to look like that. Now, if you're looking at a fancy comb, what we're going to want to do is this bad boy. Hello? This bad boy right here. Give it that offset. That's a good comb right there, is with an offset. And then we're also going to grab you guys. Just like that. Give it that little bit of an offset. And then last but not least, we grab you guys. Then we go around the bend. And we throw a little bit of a bevel. Hello? My voice just... I did like a Elmer Fudd. What was that? I feel like I have a stutter that comes and goes, and I'm not sure what causes it to show up, but that was a really weird stutter for just a moment there. So let's just acknowledge that stutter and say that life moves on. Okay. We're getting weird normals here. What are we going to do with these normals? I'm not sure yet. Okay, we are getting artifacts here, which I don't love, so I think that means we want to do a grid fill. I hate to be the guy who does grid fills all the time, but I'd rather be that than the person who does not do grid fills ever. So we're just going to grid fill that and say, does that work? That doesn't super solve our problem, does it? Tell you what, I'm going to do that. I meant to remove that sound effect like 3 weeks ago, and I still haven't removed that sound effect. I am so sorry. We just get a nice little burst of audio before we begin each section. We'll do that. I'm going to leave it like that for now and see, does that work? If we take this and we lower our crease, what do we get? We just get like a rounded surface? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we got ourselves a brush. Does it look a little bit weird? It does look a little bit weird. I think it looks weird because of this. So I'm going to GG that on up. In fact, I'm just going to remove this G. We're going to do that. And then grab all of these guys. I'm going to bring them out and up. There we go. That is our boy right there. CQTK with the squished fish coming in. I hope everybody has voted. It's been kind of a quiet day here on stream, but I think a lot of people voted like right away. So I think everyone's just doing their own little productive work, which is nice. I like doing that. I like being here and seeing everybody's work while I'm working. That's honestly my favorite thing about streaming, is like having the Discord. I like the Discord almost more than I like streaming. Streaming is good for me, but the Discord is what I find like fulfilling. And when everybody goes in the Discord and they post their work, that is what does it for me. That's my thing here. is I like seeing you all's work. Okay, we're gonna go like 1.8. Nope, nope, nope. Don't do that at all. Don't do that at all. What I want to do is grab this and bring this guy down. Nope, that looks like a spoon. Nope, we're done. Nope, never mind. I'm going to say this is my brush. Did we kind of make this weird? I think we made it a little weird. I think I went a little too hardcore on the dip here. So I'm going to take this dip and bring it back up just a little bit. Maybe I went a little too hard. Maybe I don't understand how making brushes works. There we go. You thought it was a spoon? Oh no, I've done it wrong. No, it's a brush. It's meant to be a brush. We'll get there. We're still working our way up to it, you know? I did a really good gyroid. I did a pretty good shampoo bottle. I get one, you know? We all get one. Okay, let's do a little bit of proportion. Oh, I've been doing proportion this whole time. My bad. That would explain why a lot of stuff was looking weird. There's T with the real timely response to that one. All right, let's grab you and pop you up and do no proportion. There we go. Much better. Okay, I like it. Let's do some hair on this guy. Ideal bath temp, bubbles, smells, ambience. All right, what's the ideal bath, everybody? Also, I am really dark on camera again. Why am I so dark? If I change my color to white, I look like a zombie. Weird. I don't know why I'm so white, though. I think it's because it's dark outside. Ideal bath temp, bubbles, smells, ambiance. I am somebody... Was cooking? I've just been listening, not chatting? That's fine. You owe me absolutely nothing. You owe nobody nothing. I just like calling it out. I think it's fun. Okay, so I have a big problem with baths. I have a huge problem with baths. All right, everybody knows controversial opinion incoming. Of course there is. No, it's not. It's not controversial at all. My problem with baths, my big problem with baths is I don't fit into any of them. And I love baths. I like baths a whole lot. I just don't fit into any of them. I'm a large man. So every time I get into a bath, I'm always underwhelmed. But I like them. I want to like baths. I just can't. I can't fit into them. It drives me nuts. Also, I got a really good setup for this brush if it'll let me. So, ideally, I want a bath that fits me first. Number one, I want a bath that fits me. I love baths, but I'm also too tall to fit. Yeah, it sucks. It's so annoying. It's like, okay, I get it. Tall people are rare, but we're not that rare. We're not so rare that you can't make a bath for us. What's up, Chaos? Chaos, how have you been? Chaos, I've been waking up slightly earlier than usual, but I still haven't had enough time to jump into your stream. But I'm trying. I'm getting close. I just need to work towards it. I'm waking up earlier and earlier every day. Okay, so Simo is asking, how tall am I? I am 6'2". Depends on where you check, because sometimes I'm 6'1", sometimes I'm 6'3". But if you average all of my results together, I am 6'2". They can make a bath for us, but you gotta buy it and it costs more money, so no one is forking over the cash. I mean, I'm gonna do it one day. you know, once this streaming thing takes off, that's a joke. I'm gonna get there one day. I'm definitely going to like buy a nice bath one day. It's just a matter of making it work. Also, I'm gonna have to do this. Oh, there we go. You measure in centimeters? There's no way. You cannot be measuring in centimeters. Hello? Assign. Deselect, select, deselect, select. There we go. Why not? CQDK, you must be pretty tall. CQDK, you sound tall based on that measurement. That seems tall to me. There we go. Perfect brush. We've done it. We've made a brush. Okay, so ideally, I have a bath that is fitted to my size. Fitted to my size, ideally. How hot do I like a bath? Man, I'm kind of gross. I'm kind of gross in a bath. Okay, so me and Simo are the same height. That's awesome. Simo, we're blood brothers. I do a lot of weird stuff in the bath. 6 foot, okay. Got a lot of tall people here. Why is it not in the center? I'm like the 4th most tall girl in my class. Oh, the 4th most tall girl in your class. I understand. Nothing wrong with that. That's dope. You know what? I'm going to go to weight paint. What? Why is it not filling the center of this thing? Go to the center. Why would red is the part you're supposed to be at? Hey, Simo, real quick, before we get into height and baths and stuff, do you know why this is happening? Why is there only like 1 in the center? What would cause this? It distributes them randomly. This is not random. This cannot be random. I'm doing that. This can't be random. Look at this. Nope, nope, nope. Doesn't like the center at all. Why? Wait a second. Wait a second. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I figured it out. Hold on. It got screwed up. Let's delete that. Let's make a new vertex group. Assign it. And then we're going to go back to our setup. I think it was doing a ring. No? Okay, you know what? I have a better way of solving this. Let's go inset. Let's go inset. Let's go inset. Is this geometry dumb? Yes. I'm going to worry about that later. There we go. Problem solved. That's a weird quirk of Blender. Fun fact, Blender has quirks. The pasta that I had Emmy make was super good. Thanks for the recommendation. You're welcome. If anybody needed proof that I can cook, there it is. I give good recipes. Yeah, I love that. You throw a little bit of eggplant in there and you're like, you're cruising. Okay, so. I'm 5'11", which I'm pretty sure how to transfer to centimeters. Of course. I mean, centimeters don't even make sense. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke, Europeans. That's a joke. Americans are way backwards on our system. I am not immune to this ideology. Okay, here we go. We're going to do children. Simple. Check this out. This is going to do it. Watch this. 0.05. That's not proof that you can cook. It's proof that you know good recipes. How dare you? I'm looking up countries with the tallest people. It's just me. It's just me. It's just going to say my name. There we go. If you can follow recipes, then you can cook. I don't know if I agree with that either. Also, tell you what, I hate this. So I'm going to go ahead and dissolve this edge, and dissolve this edge, and dissolve this edge. Hear me out. Hear me out. We're going to grid fill this guy. And I think that should give us pretty much just what we want. So now, if I go to this, I remove that, I pop in a new one, and we go, boom, all the way down to here. And I go assign, and we go up to our particle system, and we assign group, and we go to object. We have what is looking all right. Okay, so Saf and Saf and M are the same height. For anybody who was curious. So we have a lot of tall people. We attract tall people here. What's up with that? Why are we the tall crew? Why are we all tall? Display amount should be like 20, and the render amount is also 20. We're not the tall crew? What do you mean? We're all so tall. Everybody here is mega tall. Oh, 1 inch. Yeah, I mean, close enough. I understand. You were saying no to the same height comment. You're close, though. The child outgrew the father. Yep, for anybody who doesn't know, Saf is Im's child. It's a fun, weird little thing that goes on in this chat is whose father. It's always changing. We're like an episode of Murray, or however you say that. That terrible show that is really negative and hurts everybody. There it is. We've done it. We fixed it. There's a brush. Done. Now, the only thing we need to do to this guy is take the children and say random size, which doesn't want to work. Why? Why doesn't it want to work? It's a really terrible show that is basically all about people proving that children are not theirs. Your little brother is growing both of you? I mean, that makes sense. Little boys always get, like, the height genes. I'm going to do that. And we're going to go to rendered view and see if it changed the height. No. It's never changing. I'm always the father figure. Sounds about right. Oh, we just dropped some frames. Why do we drop some frames? What's happening? Please don't start dropping frames on me. I would not appreciate that. Not halfway through stream. Don't make me freak out on stream. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and just move on from that. Now, the question is, why is this not affecting anything? Why is the random size doing nothing? Why does it hate us? Oh, and I have to answer your bath question. I'm sorry. I forgot. Bath question. Bath. Ideal bath. Okay, so I can fit into the bath. Here's how I take a bath. Here's how I take a bath. We'll work on what our favorite bath is from here. I jump into a bath. While it's filling up, I have shampoo, body wash, like, you know, the all-in-one, whatever. It's shampoo, it's body wash, it's conditioner. It does everything. That stuff is awful. I hate that stuff. It's not good for your hair. It's not good for your body. I hate it. But people give it to me for Christmas, so I take it and I use it as bubble bath. That's the only time I use the all-in-one stuff. And it makes a pretty good bubble bath. And then I have Epsom salt that I throw in, and I have these little balls that have lavender in them, and I break them inside. So I throw all that in there. And then I get in the bath. Because I'm so tall, because I'm such a tall person, I put my legs up on the wall, and my legs are up while I'm in the bath. And I sit back, and then I lower myself down to the water until just my nose is above the water. And I breathe. And occasionally I get a little bit too relaxed, and I go under the water, and water goes up my nose. And I freak out. And I put on music. And I have a playlist on Spotify for taking baths. So I put on a little bit of music and I just go. I just trance out. And that's it. That's how I take baths. So ideally, I would do the same thing, just I wouldn't get water up my nose. I would use better bubble bath. And I'd fit. Okay. Let's do this thing. My dad's 6'1", and my brother is a bit taller than him and still growing. He's supposed to be around 6'4", according to the height predictor. What is the height predictor? What is a height predictor? Is that a thing? I think I like this a lot. The only thing that I think I would change is if I could splay out these brushes a little bit, but I think that's all right. Now, the question is, do we want it to look like that? I think the simple answer is, yeah, it looks perfect. It looks just about perfect to me. Yeah, the only thing I would change is I would push it out. I would declump it a little bit, which I think I can do. All right, here we go. This is going to be bad. This is going to get really nutty real quick. Nope, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. What is this doing? This... I wish there was like a tooltip that told me what I'm doing. Alright, we'll just comb them. We're going to grab this hair real quick. We're going to delete that edit. We're going to grab the hair. We're going to give it a segment of 3 because I want it to be a little bit more rigid when we comb them. Can you make your face cam big? Yes. Why? What do you want to see? Let me know before I do it, because I don't want to spend too long on my face cam. I'm a little self-conscious of that kind of stuff. But you ask and you receive. So what do you want? There we go. There we go. That is it. So we're going to go back to object mode, and we're going to say, that looks pretty good to me. Is it perfect? No, but it should be fine. Can I try to draw your face? Yes, but can you take a screenshot? Can you please just take a screenshot so I can go back down to regular size face? I'd love if you drew me. That'd be super nice. All right, perfect. I will give you a large face cam. That is me. I don't smile very often, so I'm not going to smile. So feel free, everybody can receive their awkward screenshots as I stare directly into the camera while I move my mouth to make your screenshots as hard as possible. And I'm going to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm out. As you might imagine, I don't feel very photogenic. Also, you got a nice little reflection of my camera. No problem. I appreciate you drawing me. That's really sweet of you. Thank you very much. Okay, so we got ourselves a brush. Let's take this brush and pop it on up. You have no expectation to post if you don't want to. So if you make it and you decide you don't like the way it looks, that's okay. So don't feel pressured any which way. We're all excited to see it, but if there's nothing to see, that's okay. There we go. And just to make this thing look maybe a little bit more settled, I'm going to go to local transformation and bend this guy down just a little bit. Just like that. If I think it's good enough for the big red, I will post it. Hey, well, thank you. Am I the big red now? Is that my thing? Okay, let's pop that guy on down. And that is our brush done. So now we got to make the rosemary. Oh man, I want to do something else. I wanted to do this, and I'm not going to do the rosemary. We're not doing the rosemary yet. I'm going to delete that. We'll bring it back if we have to. I really wanted to do something else, and I got a little carried away. We want to call this Onsen Main. There's a joke in there somewhere, but my brain is not focused on jokes. I really want to make a faucet. So we're going to make a faucet for this guy, and I'm going to make it like a dragon. I have a picture. This is what we're doing. We're going to make this guy, but a little bit more Asian looking. I do like how European it is, but I do want a little bit of an Asian look to it. So we're going to kind of do a half Asian, half European looking faucet of this little curly Q. It reminds me of The Nightmare Before Christmas. So that is what we're working on right now. Okay, so really important that we get this right. Really important that we settle this. So let's do it correctly. A number 1. We're going to want... Dare I say, I'm going to go kind of low poly because I'm just going to subdivision surface it anyway. There's no reason not to worry about it if I'm going to subdivision it anyway. So let's go ahead and make this guy nice and long, and we'll get going on here. We're going to switch off of local for a little bit. I'm going to stay onto global. And we should be good to get going. So pop you up here. Let's pop back on up to here. We're going to skew this over like that. Huh. This is confusing. This hurts my brain a little bit. Just stop. Just stop and think for one moment. It's just a pipe that comes down, and then it has extra stuff coming off of it. So if I just extrude this guy along normals, right? If we just take it and we just go like that. And then I take this and I skew it back. That's exactly the shape. I see it. I see exactly how we're going to want to do this. And that mouth is going to be there. So that means that I can inset this. And we can push it on back. Just like that. And bring it back in. That's going to look... Okay, this is going to look good. This is going to be it. We're going to be doing this. I'm going to put another cross section here, and we're going to grab you. This song really makes me panic. I should probably go through and remove some of these crazier songs. As much as I like them, they do make me feel a kind of way. There we go. Are you able to add Mario Kart songs, or are they weird about copyright or whatever? So Nintendo's actually pretty chill about that kind of stuff, but it's all kind of hush-hush. I don't mind Mario Kart songs. I wouldn't add Mario Kart 8 songs. Any other Mario Kart? I think I'm not that worried about it. I'm basically testing the waters right now. I have a pretty low border right now for worrying about this stuff. I'm testing with YouTube uploads for the time being. So if the YouTube uploads get weird, I'll know that we've gone too far. But it is kind of just guesswork right now. Nintendo being chill about copyright in what universe? Honestly, you got me. Yeah, I don't know. They're chill about music for some reason. I don't know why. Seems out of character for them. Maybe that's not a nice thing to say if they're being chill, but I don't think a rep is specifically watching my content and saying that I'm allowed, so maybe I don't feel so bad saying that. If there's a Nintendo rep that's specifically watching my content, hey, I'm glad that you are all of my viewers. I'm glad you're the only person that watches my YouTube video, Nintendo rep. Okay. But yeah, while I'm not receiving a lot of attention on my YouTube is the time that I like to practice with copyright stuff. If I, for some reason, had a bigger channel, I would use that as like an excuse to make a new channel to practice with. Okay, so here is the thought for me. We want to make this little guy real scary looking. So far, he looks kind of dumb. So let me grab a few of these peeps. Color me just a little bit worried about some of this stuff, but I'm going to grab you. Or actually, I know exactly how we're going to do this. I'm going to grab that. And we're going to pop... Nope, 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 nope. We're going to do that. To make them nice and hard. But we don't want to go that hard. We want to do like a 0.4. We're going to flick this guy back in just a moment, but I'm just not doing it yet. And we're going to add another section there that tapers down. Would this be a good time to use a symmetry? Probably. If I'm bored, I do sometimes watch your YouTube videos. Okay, CQDK, we have discovered it. You are the one viewer. You're the one viewer. And I appreciate that. There's a couple of people who watch my YouTube videos, but the numbers are pretty low, which is fine. I don't put any work into YouTube whatsoever. All I do is I upload these VODs, which does take some time, but I mean, it's not nearly the amount of work that YouTubers are actually putting into their stuff. So I'm not trying to say anything by that. So any all views are appreciated. There we go. Now I can just edit one side and not worry about the other. So we can come back over to here. And I can look at this and say that these guys can be brought out. Or at least S'd out. No, we want to bring them out. Nope, no proportion, just this. What is this? How are we going to do this? This is going to be a weird fix. How on earth are we going to fix this? There we go. Okay, so I want to take you and bring you back up to here. Is this going to work? We're going to do that, merge at last, and then I'm going to take these guys and bring them in. This is going to get weird real quick. I don't know how much I love this. There we go. And then now I can just grab you and bring you back on over here. And now we grab all the way around and we crease this guy and we say, are we good? Now, I'm sure that actually doesn't look terrible except for this part. What I want to do, okay, what I really want to do here is I want to subdivide all of this. Just like that. I'm having a hard time navigating this scene real quick. We're going to do that, that, all the way up. Now we connect you two. And we remove our crease on these guys. Or just this one, to negative. And now I will take it upon myself to turn this into a more reasonable mesh. The heck is happening? What on earth is going on? It's crunching pretty hard for some reason. I don't know why it's crunching so badly. It shouldn't be doing that. It should be super nice and even. Why is it doing that? Okay, I guess we'll put a J in here. I don't want to, but we will. Which means that this can officially be removed. Yep, that can be removed. And we can put a J here. Which means I probably want to just finish this guy off and do this. This feels weird. There we go. Okay. I think that's a little better now. If I'm looking at this very closely, that part looks perfect. This part could use some love. Oh, man. Dark Cloud 2. I've been talking a little bit about getting a capture card recently. And just, like, doing some old PS2 games. And I would love to do that. I don't know if I like the idea of playing games on stream, but I do love me just some old PS2 games. They just kill. There we go. That looks a lot better. We can bring the mouth out just a little bit, I think. Right here, do a GG and bring these guys up. Like that. And then do the same thing to you. Not you. You. Look at that. And then we'll take these guys and pop them up and say, how do we feel? Because I think I like this. That definitely gets the idea across. We just have to clean it up. It looks a little gross and dirty for me. Like, that is pretty close to looking correct for me. We grab these two and we scooch them straight up, and I'm like, we're here. We've done it. This is tough. This is a hard one. This one's very difficult for me. Like, that mouth just doesn't look right at all. But I'm not sure how else to clean this guy up. But while we're here, I might as well just, like, cap off a few pieces of this. You know what? I'm going to take you, and I'm going to scooch you. Oh, wait. What? What is this? Why do we have a random vertice just sitting here? That was weird. If I bring you down, and then we try to do the little fold piece right here, that's what that vertice was doing there. I did that. We go G on up to here. We connect you to here. Man, I do not know about this one. I do not know about this. This is looking pretty weird to me. This guy's looking pretty weird. Actually, we don't want, we want to dissolve this and dissolve this. And now we take this guy and we bring him straight up and we make that curl. I want it to go up by global. Now, ideally, I'd love to make the curl by using a curve, but I can't curve this whole mesh. So instead, I'm just going to let it curl on its own, hopefully. Hopefully. We're gonna have a big hopefully on that one. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's go based off of global. Let's bring this guy back. Let's curl it. Let's maybe shrink it down a little bit and touch their tips together. Please. You're gonna go to bed? No worries at all. Hey, Simo, thanks for joining. And thank you for posting your setup, by the way. Anybody who hasn't posted their setup, please do. I really like seeing stuff like that. I find that very inspiring. That's like huge, I think. Especially to know like how people navigate space is like kind of directly proportional to how they navigate like their own art. So I find that stuff really useful to have on people. So if you haven't done it, please, I'd love to see it. There we go. Now I can do a little bit of an SX0 to flatten it, and then we're going to skew it. We're going to make it smaller, bring them together. We're going to do one more, and then I believe we're done. There he is. There he is. Oh, look how good he looks. He's such a cute little dude. I'm not how maybe next week. Oh, you're not home? That's okay. CQ2K, if I'm curious about anybody, I'm curious about your setup. Something strikes me as you would have quite an interesting little setup. There he is. How's that for a dog? And then what I'm going to do is grab you and bring that crease down to nothing. Bring all of these creases down to nothing because they all transferred, which is frustrating. Okay, and then we just need to make this lip not spiky because I don't know why the lip is so spiky here. But that's it. We did the curl. Okay, you know what? That is pretty Tim Burton looking to me. That is pretty nuts looking. I actually love the way that looks. Dare I say we did it. I like it too. I'm pretty surprised by this. Chaos, how have you been? What have you been working on? You still working on the same kind of, I don't know if it's a secret, so I'm being vague. You still working on the same kind of story stuff? Or how's all that stuff going? I'm going to say that's good enough for me. Now, the one difference that I think has to happen is we do have to bring the mouth in, and I don't love the idea of doing this, but I'm going to try it. We're going to try doing a little bit of that in like that. Wait, what? There we go. Now, these guys, this is where I need to be careful. We want a little bit of articulation with this. It looks so strange. I've been working on commissions a lot recently. Got it. Have you been happy about that, or are you like sick of it and you want to move on to something else? And also, if you're not able to say that because of, for whatever reason, that's fine too. Because I don't want to sell you out on my stream, obviously. Or you might love it. And if you love it, that's excellent. That is not half bad looking. It needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of love. I'm not out here trying to say that I'm done or anything like that, but I'm at least liking this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring a smooth out to here. And then we're going to bring you back. Please connect. Where was that connection point? I just missed it. There it is. I enjoy it. Just want a little break. Got it. Do you have a break planned, or when's that going to happen? When should we expect a break from you? Because you deserve one. You've been working hard. There we go. Okay. I have to take deep breaths on this one. This one's hard. This one's really hard. This is a tough little sketch right here. There's no way I'm going to finish this today, which is a shame. Because I really want to finish this. But there's no way I can finish this today. Don't know yet. I'm okay, though? Good. Very good. Yumi and Nova have to sit down at some point and talk about writing, because I wanna hear about you guys' worlds. I mean, I hate to say that that's like a big giant passion of mine, but that's a big giant passion of mine. You know, it's just something I do and I like it a lot. So I'd love to hear it, if you guys are willing to have me, of course. Oh, there we go. Found the spot. We'll do like a voice call or something at some point. What is this? What the heck is going on? What? Oh, I was intersecting with the inner part of the... Oh, I see. No? There's still something there. Also, I can't seem to lock onto this object for some reason. What is happening? Okay, you know what? We're going to leave that as is. I'm going to move on to maybe a few more other pieces before we do this. And then we're going to try and sculpt it out. Because sculpting, I think, is going to be a crucial part of this sketch. So let's make the eyes, and then a little bit of sculpting, and then we'll move on to the speed sketch. This sketch really got away from us, I would say. I like it. I like what we're doing. I actually like this little pupper a lot, but definitely got away from us. We'll do a little bit of that. Pretty? Well, thank you. I don't want to do that. I want to go one higher, right there. J that. Just like that. And then I'm going to actually do that. Bring this on down to here. Grab you. Scooch you. Careful with this. Scooch you up like that. That's maybe not as big as I wanted that to be. So I'm going to grab all of these guys and GG them on down. Grab you and GG you on down. Shout out to Sonic Unleashed for being a terrible game with incredible music. The music of Sonic Unleashed really does it. Chaos wants everybody to take a nice drink of water, so let's all honor that. You think you're done? Are you proud of it? Do you like what you've done? Are you pleased with the results? Because I'd love to see it. I'm proud of it. It's the best. Oh, I love that. Okay. Do you want to post it in the Discord and we'll all take a look at it? I would love that. Wow. Hey, CQDK, thank you so much. That's super nice of you. My favorite tea. If we're talking traditional teas, I had something called Samurai Chai once. That was really good. It had nothing to do with chai tea. I think it was like a hibiscus rose sort of thing. Like a hibiscus kind of tea. I like that, like fruity but not sugary. If we're talking about general teas, a green tea boba, top tier. A lychee is good. I go for like avocado boba a lot. How do you make a green tea boba? It is green tea, milk, or some sort of cream, and then you put boba in it. And boba are those little popping pearl tapioca balls. All right. CQDK, let me know when you post it. It's okay if you didn't color it. That doesn't bother me at all. I would love to look at it. Hot water too, it's almost always cold. It's not really a tea. That's why I'm like, it's not a tea. It's just a thing. That's the dumbest thing you can say, that it's just a thing, but it is just a thing. Okay, you know what? I'm looking at this, and I'm kind of thinking I want to go like that. Which means now I can go ahead and subdivide this. And pop in an eye on there. And say, does that work? Traditional tea, I like me like a chai. Like, any chai tea is good. I'll tell you my least favorite tea, and this is going to be sacrilegious to probably you. I hate Earl Grey. I hate Earl Grey with a passion. It is disgusting. It is so not good for me. Something about Earl Grey, just, it doesn't do it. It's a bad tea. Done? Okay, perfectly. I'm having spiced apple cinnamon. Okay, so I hate cinnamon, but that sounds good. Like, I wouldn't drink it because of the cinnamon, but it does sound nice. It sounds fancy. I'm your least favorite tea? Yeah, you're my least favorite tea. Human tea is gross. Well, I wasn't going to take it to a weird place, but if you want to take it to a weird place, sure, I guess. Okay, so that is the little ridge that the eyes are going to sit on. Peppermint tea is low-key the best tea. 0%. 0% to that one. All right. That is our boy for just the time being. I'm going to take a moment to look at CQDK's picture. So we're all going to enjoy this picture together. So let's pop on over to full screen, and we're going to get the full effect. Oh, look how sweet that is. It is impossible for people to draw facial hair. And so the fact that you include the facial hair is amazing. Like, so nice. I love it. Fun fact, I have commissioned 2 people to draw me profile pictures, and both of them have taken my money and run away, and both of them refused to do my facial hair before taking my money and running. So the fact that you did facial hair is already miles above everybody else. But I love it so much. Yeah, it's frustrating. I didn't pay that much for it. They were very small commissions, but, you know, I have the transcript. I could go back if I wanted to, but it's not worth it. I really hate this thing. I don't use it. I don't use this mic. Can you hear me through this mic? Hold on. Can you hear me through this mic? Does this mic work? There's no way. There's no way this is working right now. It's not even plugged in. There's no way you can hear me through this mic. Hold on. Are you hearing me through this mic? Or am I hearing myself through this mic? What's happening? What? It's not even plugged in. How am I hearing this right now? There's no way. Can you guys hear this? I can hear it. What? There's no way, it's not even plugged in. I can hear it in my audio mixer because I have a feed that goes back, and I can hear my own voice through my audio mixer. I can hear it. Genuinely, I can hear it. I'm gonna turn off this microphone at some point, and I'm gonna try it. Sorry, I lost my mind. CQDK, thank you so much. This is awesome. This is one of the nicest things people have done for me, and I love it a whole lot. You're awesome. You're very awesome. Okay. We're not going to look at voting yet, but we'll come back to that in just a moment. Okay, let's finish this eye before I do anything. I need to finish this eye. I need to chill out and finish this eye. Okay, I've become very conscious of my own voice all of a sudden. I can hear it in my speaker, which is fine. I'm not self-conscious of my voice in that way, but it is weirding me out how much I'm listening to my own voice right now. So let's all have fun with that for a moment. We're going to do a little bit of an SY0. Chaos has asked that we all take a nice little stretch. It gets me deeply when artists scam customers, for sure. I mean, it doesn't help anybody. It's such a bad look. It's such a weird look, too, because it's like, if you're a small artist, all you're doing is, like, destroying your reputation. It only takes one person to be like, hey, this person sucks, for you to, like, not have a career. Like, it's already hard enough for people who are genuinely being good people. I'm just happy that you like my little drawing. Of course. It looks excellent. You got a real style to you. I always say, I'm interested to see, like, you know, what it's going to look like in the future. Your art is super interesting to me. I want to see, like, where it goes. I like the drawing too. There we go. CQDK, everybody loves you. I'm sure you know this, because I try to make it as clear as possible, but we all love you. I've lost this guy. Where is he? There he is. What's this song from? This is, hello, my brain? This is from, Crystal Chronicles. Little old Crystal Chronicles. I'm gonna make the eye kind of mean. There's no reason not to make, like, a mean eye. There he is. This guy needs a lot of work, but at least he's sort of coming together. So we'll pop an eye in there. I love the game. Yeah, Crystal Chronicles is one of the best games ever made. Okay, so I'm going to reveal something to you all, and this is our little secret, okay? Not that I'm going to upload this VOD to, you know, YouTube or anything, and the secret is definitely not a secret, but this is our little secret, okay? We're all going to keep a little secret here. Old games have such interesting ideas. There's so many old games with really good ideas, and then they're gone. And that's it. That's all you get. Kirby's Air Ride. Beautiful, awesome game. It's gone. Crystal Chronicles. Beautiful idea. It's gone. They'll never make another one. Right? F-Zero. Probably never going to make another F-Zero game. There's tons. There's tons of games that just have really good ideas, and they're just done. They're just done. And so I, in my quest to learn game design and practice all this stuff that you are seeing, I want to try and make a series of retro revivals. I want to try and revive a couple of old games and add a unique spins on them and see how close to the legal system I can get with it. Because obviously I don't want to be sued. I don't want to be sued for all my money for a game that's not going to be made. But I do care about these games and I do want to see them. So yeah, I have, in the back of my mind, I have the idea that I'm going to try to revive some old games with new lore, of course. I'm not going to have like Mario characters or anything like that. But yeah, F-Zero is mentioned. Nova is here. Nova is the F-Zero ambassador. Okay, so this is my guy for the time being. We really got off topic on this stream, but I can't be too upset. I kind of like what we've done here. I kind of love him. I gave myself a little bit too much work, I think. And I should have done the pipe. Chaos is recommending we all take a drink of water. My time at Porsche is a game that was heavily inspired by Dark Cloud, but do you level up your weapons? Do you have synthesis on your weapons? Because if not, it's not Dark Cloud. That's what makes Dark Cloud Dark Cloud. That in the city building, which I'm assuming it does have the city building. Look at this boy. Weapon synthesis like in Genshin? Oh, it's better. It's so much better than Genshin. You should play Dark Cloud 2. Dark Cloud 1 is fine, but Dark Cloud 2 is the perfect formula. Dark Cloud 2 is when they perfected it. Okay, so Dark Cloud 2 is an RPG, an action RPG, so you control your character in real time. When you press the attack button, your character attacks. You kill monsters and collect a bunch of items. You use those items to make little towns that you get to rearrange. It does like a top-down like Sim City, and you make towns. And then the lore of the game is you go forward and back in time to see the work that you've done. So you'll put like a hut down, and then you'll go in the future, and the hut will have turned into like a witch's swamp or whatever. And then while you're doing that, you have weapons that level up. You don't level up at all. Your weapons level up. And you use those same items you picked up to put into the weapon to give them more firepower, more wind power, more ice, stuff like that. And so by the end of the game, you have one or two weapons that are like super crazy. But you can always just go get the weapon that you started with, and you start out at level 1 again. And you can remake the weapon and make new weapons, and they have evolution trees like Pokemon, and yeah, it's nuts. It's a nutso game. Oh, and you can fish race. I think that's it. Oh, and there's a camera like Wind Waker. Yeah, it's a great game. It's got like everything. It's such a cool game. Anyway. I watched Red play this game for hours over our sleepovers, by the way. Yeah. It was quite the game. Okay, so I need to work on this more, but I'm okay with him for the time being. We're going to say he's okay for the time being. So this has been a weird stream, but I'm not upset about it. I like this stream. This has been a good stream, just a weird stream. So we're going to call this a faucet monster, and we're going to call this Monster Eye. His eyebrow swirls will help when you do them. Perfect. I will keep that in mind. It is hella raining outside right now. There's your stream sneeze. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the speed sketch. Thank you. I'm dying just a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we've saved, and I'm going to say goodbye to the first part of the YouTube video. Ciao.